Tony Large says this thing ends with the pigs making that punk eat lead. Thoughts?
I say he crashes. We end up with a standoff, maybe hostages.
Never gonna happen.
Please, you guys are amateurs. This has beat down written all over
Okay, bring it in then. Bring it in, everybody. Bring it in. Bring it in.
What's more Christmassy than Al Powell? No, I don't mean the actor who plays Al Powell shows up. He is the character Al Powell. His name is Al Powell. Merry Christmas. Chuck has a weird premise, and I need to explain it to the uninitiated, so let's just get that out of the way. Tech whiz Chuck is stuck in a shitty retail job when his old college roommate, who grew up to be a spy, sends him a shit ton of government secrets and dies. They're in some sort of file format that downloads directly into people's brains, so the United States government sends 2 agents to keep tabs on him and use the intel to prevent some evil schemes. One agent poses as his coworker, while the other poses as his girlfriend, and she looks like this. So it can get a little frustrating for him.
I never get pussy. I never got any pussy. It looks too nice. I know it's so nice to the girls, and they just end up dating these guys, and they're terrible to them. They never give me pussy.
Should have made her the coworker and John his boyfriend. But I guess there are only so many things Agent Casey is willing to do for his country. Most stories have some sort of spy caper as the A story, with goofy buy more shenanigans as a B story. But this Christmas episode ditches the spy caper so they can go all out on the buy more. The Christmas Eve rush is averted when a fleeing fugitive crashes into the store and takes everyone hostage, unaware that 2 people on the premises are secret agents, who could whoop his ass.
Civilian, no record, not even a speeding ticket in the past 10 years.
Well, Nathan picked himself the wrong place to be naughty instead of nice.
But, in an effort to keep all their covers from being blown, they try to talk him down first. Plus, he's not exactly the Joker, he's more of a sympathetic defense type. It's kind of a plot hole. I mean, we see these people disarming trained killers all the time. Just do one quick little ninja move. Just real quick. Nobody's going to assume you're a government agent. But I'm not here to nitpick, especially when the episode does everything right on every other front. Chuck has to handle negotiating hostage releases, which leads to a pretty funny scene where he has to justify not sending his girlfriend to safety, since he's the only one who knows she's combat ready. So with Sarah out of the store and Casey injured by an accidental gunshot, Chuck is flying solo, trying to keep the pathetic Buy More staff and his sister's fiancé from attempting anything drastic. This all changes when the hostage negotiator, played by the man, the myth, the legend, Michael Rooker, shows up to settle things, and Chuck realizes that he isn't who he says he is. Neither is the hostage taker, for that matter.
We've lost enough agents to these 2. We knew they were here protecting someone, we just didn't know who. So we caused a little ruckus and then inside to see who they would rush to protect. Turns out, they're protecting you.
The crash, the hostage situation, the accidental gunshot, and Sarah's rescue were all part of my plan, Mr. Bond. The characters you thought were part of the B story were actually part of the spy plot.
Oh my god!
Okay, it's not that surprising now since they do that trick to death in the later seasons and you see it coming a mile away. But they'd only pulled the trick 3 times before at this point, with an extra that the Buy More staff ogled, with a girlfriend that Chuck suspects is a criminal, who just turns out not to be, and then much more significantly with Chuck's ex-girlfriend. But this was still a time where it really surprised you. You almost kind of marvel at the details of the villain's plan on a rewatch. It's like being the victim in a heist movie, and I'm into it. Chuck ends the Christmas special with things really crashing down to reality, which is great. I mean, sure, it's fun to get caught up in the thrill of having a double life, saving the day, pulling off capers, pretending you know what Yvonne Strahovski looks like naked, but then you watch the girl you're in love with shoot a man who is surrendering, and then she lies about it because she thinks you're a softie, and she's not really dating you.
You don't have to do anything. I just want to feel it.
It helps to ground the show. The reality crashing down moments are what gave Chuck its distinct flavor. Being a spy may be thrilling, but it's not just some game where you save the day, get the girl, and everybody becomes super awesome best friends. What do you think this is? The next 3 seasons of Chuck? Tomorrow, we'll see what happens when Machiavelli meets Christmas.
We'll be okay.
Hi there. You reached the Love Chat line. Looking to chat with someone special? Press 1.